Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 3 for the event Health and Longevity. This example, we had a detailed discussion in the previous video wherein we studied a female native's birth chart who was suffering from severe back pain due to chronic cervical spondylitis. And she had to undergo surgery for the recovery. Spine surgery she had to undergo for the recovery. So the same chart we are going to study in this video with the help of the PILT table, how the key planets can be useful in finding the destiny and also the Sabukti periods for such problems and also recovery. Let us examine this example chart with the help of the PILT table in this video. Example number 3, spine surgery. We are going to study this example with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the birth chart. This is the birth chart of that female native. Now let us examine with the help of the PILT table. Let me take you to the PILT table directly. We will examine the key planets and their role in the PILT table by way of rulers and also in supports. Now we are on the PILT page. Let me choose the self-significator tables. Let me open that self-significator table, and you can see the colors. Whatever the colors we have given in the previous video during the EPS table analysis, manual colors, the same colors have been taken here. And you can see the colors given by the software. These key planets colors also we can use for identification of the planets, or we can use these manual colors which we have given. So because we already given these colors in the previous video, so let us use the same color for this PILT table analysis. So now what I will do for that, use EPS colors. So once I have given, all the colors are changed to the EPS shade colors what we have manually given in the previous video. Now I am clicking KP check all. So all planets in the rulers and supports are getting the respective colors. Now what we have to do, we have to check the destiny and the dasa periods. Before we check the destiny, let us check the unfavorable key planets in this, the self-significators we can check. Venus is light red, Sun is light red because of this grouping. These two are strongly unfavorable. And Ketu is mixed because of the 12th occupant and other favorable with mixed significators. But all are blue. Blue means it has got some, blue color are comparatively better because no green color. It means these planets are having favorable along with some weakness, but nothing is detrimental on its own among the blue. Right, so the planet which are unfavorable on their own, it has been given light red. So Mercury, out of the blue color, Mercury is having 4 and 10 cuspal sublord, Lagna Lord, 10th Lord, Akko 0.5, 3, 7, 11 star Lord, and 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. It has got some weakness, right? So other things are all fine. Now what we have to do, we have to check the destiny. Lagna sublord. Lagna sublord is Jupiter. You check the Lagna sublord. Lagna sublord is Jupiter. In the star of Saturn, 12th level is Mercury, 3rd law of Mercury, star lord of the sublord is Rahu. You can see Jupiter in the star and sub of the planet, which are all blue color planets, right? So simply saying with the help of the key planets shades, we can say this has got the all blue color planets. No light red. Venus or Sun are not playing role here. But Venus and Sun are playing role in the supports to these planets. So Lagna sublord planet itself is a pink shade. It is a mixed significator because of this 4, 7, and 6, and some weakness. So this is being further supported by the Saturn, not strongly, but only 6 is present. So this planet is getting supported by the star level, sub-level planet on the favorable side, along with some weakness. And these planets are getting influenced by the other unfavorable strong key planets also through these supports. It means Lagna sublord is indicating some weakness that it's to star level and sub level, but not indicating strongly on very serious health issues, because that Lagna sublord is not having the Venus or Sun in their star level and sub level. But which are the planets are having the star lord and sub lord? That Venus and Sun, that Saturn and Mercury. Look at Saturn, fifth lord, sixth lord occupying third house. And Mercury, yes, Mercury planet is the one, Lagna Lord 5, 3, 7, 11, and 4 and 10 cuspal sublord, and having got this Sun. Sun is what? You can see 8 and 12, 8 and 12. So this Mercury is having some weak signification. It is having the Sun in its supports, and it is also having Ketu, 12th law occupant is also having. So it is having some weakness on the sub-level and star lord or the star lord. This is indicating Lagna is having some weakness at the 2A level and sub-level planet, right? So Lagna Lord is not detrimental on its own by star level, sub level for the event of health, but it is indicating some weakness. Now we have to check the sixth sublord. So Lagna sublord in the star of a planet is having 6th house, and Lagna also having 6th house. Since Lagna is connected to 6th house, let us check 6th sublord also Venus. Yes, 6th sublord in the star of a planet Sun, and again sublord is the same planet. So this is indicating definitely some weakness. 6th house is connected to 8 and 12. 8 and 12 it is present. So it is definitely this Lagna will face some sort of health issues, especially on account of the Venus Karagatva and also Sun Karagatva. What is Sun Karagatva? Sun Karagatva is talking about bone and heart and all, but Venus is important planet for the uterus function. So the native is suffering from some health issues related to the uterus and also bone, that is spine issues, spinal pain and neck pain, because he's into IT and he's suffering from such spinal problem. So for that only she underwent surgery. Now Lagna is indicating some problem. That problem giving planet is only in the support. That the sublord of the 6th house is indicating some weakness. So definitely it is supportive for some health issues, right? Suppose the Lagna sublord in the star or sub of this Venus or Sun in their ruler directly, then that 6th sublord Venus in star level Sun, sublord Venus itself, it is indicating strongly unfavorable for the health issues. But here, Lagna sublord in the star and sub of not directly connected to the Venus and Sun, the impact of this Venus and Sun will be comparatively lesser. If Venus was a ruler of one of the star level or sub level, then it indicates that Lagna is having weak health prospects, and it is going to give, strong unfavorable health, and it can lead to serious health issues. Now, Lagna is in this through the star level, sub level, influenced by the Venus and Sun. So, because of that, it will have some weakness, and weakness itself in the star and sub of that 6, 8, 12 grouping. So, that weakness will be there, but impact is going to be comparatively lesser. So now we have to check we have checked the dasa, destiny planet we have checked, and the destiny planet is unfavorable key planet Venus and Sun, and Ketu are playing role, and importantly Venus and Sun are the strong unfavorable key planet, and Mercury planet is the Lagna lord having got 4 and 10 and connected to the connected to the Sun. So Mercury becomes unfavorable for the health, some defects, because 1, 4, 10 and 8 and 12. So Lagna connected to 4, 10, 8 and 12 talking about some sort of defects. So unfavorable key planet of the destiny is Mercury, Lagna Lord, and of course Jupiter is the Badaka Lord for this Lagna, and Mercury planet, and importantly Venus and Sun are the strong unfavorable key planet of the destiny. So that we have already studied. Now we have to check the which dasa the native was running, and with which dasa, which book the native was suffering from the problem, and when which dasa book is supported for the spine surgery for the recovery. The native presently running Rahu Mahadasa from 31st May 2023. Previously, she was running Mars Mahadasa. Check the Mars Mahadasa is indicating trouble to the health or having got unfavorable key planets of the health, which what we discussed, and also favorable key planets. What are the unfavorable key planets of the destiny we discussed? Obviously, discussed that Venus and Sun, and of course Mercury, because Mercury is influenced by them. So unfavorable key planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the favorable key planet, and Jupiter represents the Rahu. Rahu and Jupiter are the favorable key planet. Please understand, Jupiter is the Badaka Lord for this Lagna. Being Badaka Lord, moving towards 1, 3, 7, 9, and supported by the Rahu 5 and 11. So Badaka Lord with the favorable key significators is supportive for, along with the 6th house, it is supportive for recovery by way of some, after health issues, it will give for the recovery. So that is what, that Badaka Lord is indicating, right? That is also Lagna Sublord. Now, in the Dasa Lord, Mars is having 387159. It is good. And star level, you can see these rulers of the Mars, Venus, and Venus, Sun, which is the unfavorable key planet, which are influencing these destiny planet. They are ruling the Dasa Lord. So definitely this dasa is indicating some trouble to the Lagna and lead to such problem. Unfavorable key planets of the destiny, they are ruling or all the levels. And the Mars planet is 3rd lord and also 8th lord, having got 1 fine and is good. So that Mars is supportive for surgery. Also, it is talking about 3rd house and talking about the movement, and it is in the star and sub of this planet. So 3rd house matters are going to experience this trouble, right? So that definitely during Mars period, the native is going to face problem. So what about the favorable key planet? Whether it is supportive for recovery by way of surgery, but whether Jupiter or Rahu playing role, they are not playing role here, but still we have to check the sublord of the Mars, because star level, sub level, same planets repeated. Let us check the sublord of Mars. Mars sublord planet is Moon. Mars sublord planet is Jupiter. So Jupiter is the favorable key planet which we are looking for. So Jupiter or Rahu, the favorable key planet, and Jupiter itself is the destiny planet, right? So just a minute to build the table. Yeah. Now we have to see that how that Jupiter is supporting to the Mars, because Jupiter planet is the favorable key planet of the destiny, which is there in the sub-lord for the Dasa Lord. So it indicates what? Definitely that Dasa is going to give trouble, and finally it is going to support by way of Jupiter. Jupiter being the free planet and also representing Rahu, and good key planet of the Dasa Lord is playing role here. So definitely during this period, it will support for trouble and also for the recovery. So in this period, which planets, which period, which bugdis are going to be unfavorable, or which bugdi will support for the recovery by way of surgery. If you see that in Mars Dasa, The unfavorable key planet, which are the planets are having the unfavorable key planet? Those planets, if they are playing role in the star level and sub level of the Buddhi Lord, those planets will give the trouble strongly, right? So in Mars Dasa, which are the Buddhis are having this Venus and Sun and their rulers? Rahu having got only Venus and Sun only in the sublord, not in the star level planet. It means they are going to give some problem, or some in the result it is going to give some struggle. Which are the favorable key planets? That all our blue color planets are favorable. Importantly, Rahu 5 and 11 is very good. And Mercury having got mixed significations that we already discussed, because Jupiter sublord is, star lord of the star lord or sublord on Mercury. Now, Rahu is not having Venus and Sun, at least it is there in the sublord. Jupiter is not having that Venus and Sun. Saturn is not having. Mercury is not having. Ketu is not having. Ketu only to a level it is having, but Venus, yes. During Mars Dasa, Venus Buddhi will definitely give trouble to the Lagna. Health issues the native will face. What are the health issues? Destiny is supportive for the health issues on account of the trouble to the movement and trouble to the bone problem, and some health issues to the uterus problems, right? So during Mars Dasa, Venus Buddhi, definitely the native is going to face problem. So during Venus Buddhi, native suffered a lot during that period and aggravated that back pain and all. So she was advised to go for surgery under Venus Buddhi and one antra. Which antra will support for the recovery? Now this Buddhi should support for the problem and recovery. During that Buddhi, when it is indicating both problem and recovery, during Venus Buddhi, in the unfavorable antra, that problem will start. Venus itself is strongly unfavorable. During Venus itself, the problem aggravated. And in the favorable antra under the Venus Buddhi, if Venus Buddhi is having favorable significations for recovery also, during that favorable antra, that recovery will happen by way of surgery. How? Which are the favorable key planet which is making that Buddhi is, supportive for recovery? It has got Saturn, Mercury, all are present. Importantly, you can see the star lord is Rahu. Rahu is the favorable key planet of the destiny also. Rahu is representing Jupiter is the sub-lord of the Dasa Lord. So Rahu is the planet, Jupiter is the planet, this recovery giving planet. Along with that, Saturn, Mercury, they are all playing. So the unfavorable signification of the Venus, Dasa Lord, is getting reduced by the Rahu and Mercury, Saturn. Importantly, Rahu, Jupiter. It means what? In the Antra Lord should have the Rahu, Saturn, Mercury, and should not have the Venus and Sun. If Venus and Sun in the star level and sub level, it means what? That Antra Lord should support for the recovery. Should have the key planets of the recovery giving key planets, favorable key planets in which are ruling in the Buddhi Lord, which be playing role in the Antra. In that case, which are the planets are having these favorable key planets of the Buddhi Lord? Rahu, Saturn, and Mercury. You can see Rahu, Mercury are playing role. This is good. But you can see that source planet is Sun. Sun is talking about the defect, and star level Rahu is talking about the recovery. So it means what? Definitely this is that defects are getting recovered or automatically by way of treatment or some sort of medication, that it will that the Lagna will not face such problem. It will face problem, but by way of treatment it will be recovered. It is not indicating any sort of recovery by way of any treatment, any surgical treatment. It means what? Star level and all levels are favorable, and unfavorable are getting reduced by all levels. So this is fine. right? And here, no, it is not having. This is not having. Rahu, Mercury, Rahu, this is also not very good because sublord is not good. Jupiter, Saturn is supportive because Lagna sublord, but the problem that a strong favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord, Rahu is not playing at the star level or sub level. Only in the source it is playing role in by way of Jupiter. Star level Saturn is supportive. It is not supportive for the, recovery by way of surgery. Because for the recovery by way of surgery, role of Lagna, role of Badhaga Lord, role of 5 and 11, and of course 6th house, 8th house, they should be playing role, right? Here Saturn also the same way. The favorable key planet for the surgery, Rahu, is not playing role at the star level. Mercury is playing role. Mercury is not a good planet at the star level. It is talking about 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. It is not good. And look at Mercury, Lagna Lord, it is having 4 and 10 cuspal sublord in the source. But in the star of Rahu, Rahu is the favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord. And to a level again, Mercury is not a problem. But sublord planet is Jupiter, again represented by Rahu. That is, making that supportive significations for the recovery. Badhaga Lord also playing role. Lagna is playing role. And Badhaga Lord is playing role. And Rahu 5 and 11 are playing role. And of course, it is Jupiter is having 6th house. And role of Mars. Role of Mars, actually, that Jupiter and the star of Saturn is in the sign of Mars. So Mars is there at the last level, but indirectly it will be there for the other planets. That is fine. So that Mercury in the star of Rahu, Rahu is a good key planet of the Bugdi Lord, and the sublord planet is Jupiter representing Rahu, same 5, 11, 1, 3, 7, 9 are present. So Lagna is going to experience the recovery by way of, surgery that is being indicated by the Mercury, that is Antara Lord. Unfavorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord, Venus and Sun are not playing role in the ruler. Favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord, Rahu, is playing role here and the star level itself. So that way, and other Saturn, Mercury are playing role here. Saturn, Mercury, Rahu are playing role. And Rahu represents Jupiter also playing role. So PILT connection is well connected to the Venus and the Mercury. So the native had undergone during that Mars, Venus and Mercury Antara. Dasa Bugdi Antara, during that period, the native had to undergo surgery, spine surgery for the recovery. I think you're able to understand the importance of the key planets of the destiny and the importance of the key planets of the Dasa Lord in the Bugdi Lord and Bugdi Lord's key planet in the Antara, and the role of the required houses, Lagna, Badhaga. Lagna Lord in the source it is playing, then it indicates Lagna is going to experience. So whenever the Lagna is playing role, whenever the 6th house is playing role, Badhaga Lord is playing role, then we need to be careful while studying the combined study at the star level and sub level. Such a study always will be more useful when we study with the EPS table. We can see the grouping of the houses. Even in the PILT table also, you can double click on the each planet and you can open that EPS table and also we can check it. But since we had already a detailed analysis in the previous video, I am restricting myself with the PILT table with the help of the key planets utilization. I think you are able to understand. We will meet in the next video. Good luck.